Hi, I'm Juan Lam, and today I'm going to tell you about how Dungeons and Dragons got me into college. So, the story starts on fall semester of senior year. I got two things on my mind. I gotta get my applications in, and I gotta get my college essay written. I was more worried about the college essay than I was about the applications because in general my test scores were pretty good. I was part of clubs, and it's just filling out information. On the other hand, the college essay is a little bit more complicated. Why? Well, because the college essay is entirely about you. I don't know if you've ever had the experience of writing about yourself, but it's insanely difficult. Why? Because we're really bad at talking about ourselves. Well, some people are better at it than others, but in a sense, we don't really know who we are that well. Other people know who we are better than we do. But the college essay is supposed to be an internal experience, so I didn't want to go out and ask other people, who am I? Because frankly, it's supposed to be something you decide. So I really had to take a look and figure out who I was. And for the college essay, the first question that I asked before I even started writing it was, who am I? The answer was simple. I'm a storyteller. But just saying who you are isn't enough. I mean, if you think about it, how many people call themselves writers? If you want to estimate, I mean, look at the writing subreddit. It has 601,000 people that are part of it as of the moment that this video is being recorded. So, no, saying who you are isn't enough. So if the purpose of the college essay isn't to talk about who you are, what do you talk about? Well, in my case, I decided to talk about why I am who I am. And that's a really great strategy for the college essay because it doesn't only let the people who are reading it know who you are, it lets you know something deeper. Why you are, what motivates you, what drives you. And for a college making a decision, that's important information to know. Moreover, it's personal information. And more than anything, that's what a college essay is looking for. So when I had to talk about why I am a storyteller, there was really only one option. I had to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. So in case you don't know, I'm a writer. You might be wondering why I decided to talk about Dungeons and Dragons in my college essay instead of books. Well, the reason why is because books didn't make me realize who I am. I realized I was a storyteller through Dungeons and Dragons, and in case you don't know what it is, Dungeons and Dragons is a collaborative effort. To put it simply, it's two-way storytelling. And what makes Dungeons and Dragons fun and attractive is that the audience, the players, react to what you, the Dungeon Master, are saying. And part of the charm of it all is that they get to contribute just as much to the story as you do as the primary storyteller. And well, you do sometimes have to work around that, which I talked about in my last video, so it should be showing up somewhere there. It's a really worthwhile experience. But the thing about Dungeons and Dragons that was important to me, more than even just playing with my friends and having a good time, was the realization that my words have an impact. I mean, don't get me wrong, I knew from first-hand experience that art could be life-changing, like Harry Potter was for me, but I never really thought that my words could have any sort of impact. Or at least I didn't until I started playing Dungeons and Dragons. It made the idea of the importance of words go from something abstract to something concrete to something tangible. It made the idea into a diamond absolute. Dungeons and Dragons put it in my head and in my heart that stories matter, and they matter because they are experiences. Perhaps not external experiences, but they are internal experiences, and those are just as important. So through Dungeons and Dragons, which is what I would call a shared internal experience, I realized that my love of stories was valid and that telling stories mattered, that it meant something. So the prompt for my college essay was, some students have a background, identity, interest, or talent that is so meaningful they believe their application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, then please share your story. The second I saw that prompt, I knew that I had to write about Dungeons and Dragons. Because I didn't just want to talk about who I am, I wanted to talk about why I am. And honestly, I believe it's the reason why I got accepted into 6 out of the 7 universities I applied to. As a matter of fact, it's explicitly stated in one of the acceptance letters I received that my essay was one of the reasons why I got accepted. For a major research university to thrive with just 5,500 undergraduates, each student has to make a personal and immediate contribution to campus life. We were impressed to learn about how Dungeons and Dragons led you to understand the importance of imagination and creativity. So, the key to writing a great college essay is to dig deep down inside and figure out what drives you. Even if what drives you is rolling a 20-sided die onto a table with crappily drawn maps with some friends. So, in a roundabout way, thank you, Wizards of the Coast. Your game got me into college. Technically, you can say that. Your game got me into college. Dungeons and Dragons got me into college. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, you can click the subscribe button. The like button's always there. And if you have any thoughts or you want to share some of your Dungeons and Dragons experiences, please comment down below. And thanks for logging in.